The Christian's Guide to Getting Fit by Summer. Welcome, everybody. My name is Charlie Schaefer, and I run CS Coaching. I help Christian men get in shape. And by the end of this video, you're going to have everything that you need to get in shape by this summer. Now, I know we're just a few weeks out. Many people are wrapping up school. Some people in the north, you still have another month or two to go still. But before we dive in, I just want to show you that this is for you. So if you're maybe kind of fit, kind of fat, I saw a t-shirt in the gym that said that, and I love it. If you're a kingdom-minded man and you're going on vacation, if you're a father or a husband and you want to lead in your family's health, this is a great time to do it. Good time to set that example. Or if you're a Christian dude who wants to get lean and strong for good, then this is for you. On the left here, this is a picture of me, and I'm holding my little baby girl. But on the left, this is December, whenever she was first born. And you can kind of see from my arms that I'm a little bit chunky. You can see my neck. There's no like definition here in the veins or anything. And on the right here, you can see that there's a pretty big belly going on right there. It's just not really a good time for me in life. That was in February. On the left here, you can see that there's a change here. You can see like in my arms, there's a little bit more definition. I wasn't super lean, but I was definitely leaner than before. You can see on the right, now there's even a shoulder popping out, a tiny little tricep right there, and some more definition. And all the way through, there's an adorable little baby girl. Now, December to June, you can kind of see this transformation a little bit. I just look soft here. This is not a very muscular body. You can kind of see like the love handles poking through on the sides, the belly kind of right here. And then on the right here in June, just 6 months later, there was definition in the triceps. I was not flexing for this video or for this picture. It was just, that's just how it was. That's just the picture. And that doesn't happen. You can see there's no tricep here. That happened in 6 months, not because I built a much bigger tricep. I was a little bit stronger, but not a ton stronger at this point. And the reason that you can see it in the right picture, but not in the left, is because I lost a lot of fat. I decided that by June in summer, I was going to be in shape. And so I did the things that I'm about to show you how to do. And this is a 6 months transformation, but it should have been a 2 to 3 month transformation, if I'm being honest. It doesn't have to take 6 months to go from this to this. It can be much shorter than that. And I'm going to show you how to get all the progress without all of the failure that I did. Before we get started, I make these Christian videos for Christian men who want to bless and serve their families and their churches to their best ability. If that's you, then let's dive in. The very first step that we need is motive. Now, on the left, what we could have is just summer bod. We could have beach. Maybe you just want to look really good on the beach and you want people to be attracted. 3 T's there. Maybe you just want to get noticed. And all of these things mean that your goal, your motive is outward appearances. But God doesn't look on the outward appearance, does he? He looks on the heart. And so if this is the old way, then what we need to do is, what we need to do is then have the right motives. And the right motives are going to look like honoring God. They're going to look like stewarding the body. They're going to look like taking care of your temple. They're going to look like setting an example. So all of these things are different over here than they are over here. And the reason is these are kingdom-minded mindsets. They're kingdom motives. What these do is they say, hey, God built me and I want to honor him with the body that he gave me. A lot of Christians, for instance, won't smoke or vape because they know that they're unhealthy habits to have. And those same people fail sometimes to honor God with the rest of their body. They might get on this hobby horse about how smoking causes cancer, but then they'll shovel in 4 bags of Cheetos 2 hours later. That's not honoring God any more than smoking is. So what we need to do is realize this is not my body. This is the body that he gave me to steward. I need to steward it. That just means take care of the things that he's given me. It's his temple. Think about this. Like, would you want to honor God Would you want to go to a church, for instance, where they never picked up anything, never vacuumed, never straightened the chairs? The bathrooms were a mess. It looked like a gas station in the middle of somewhere in Alabama. And it's just disgusting. Do you think that God's honored by that? Do you think that you would be happy with the staff there at that church and that they're really doing their best as unto the Lord? I don't think so. But when we treat our bodies like it's a gas station bathroom, what do you expect we're doing with our bodies? It's not a temple in the way that God probably would want it to be. We're not taking care of what He's given us. And then, really, the biggest thing for me is that we're not setting an example. Your wife and your kids are looking to you. And if the only reason that they see you getting in shape is so that other men and women can notice you on the beach, what do you think you're teaching your little daughter to do? What do you think you're teaching your son to do? Or if you're not married yet, what do you think you're teaching your future wife and kids about? What are your current values proving your future self will be? So, what we need to do is realize that we're not here for a summer body. We're not here to get in shape to look awesome on the beach. We're not here to have people get attracted to us. And we're not here to get noticed. See, if modesty matters to you as a kingdom man, then what we should be doing is taking care of our bodies so that we honor God, steward our body, have a beautiful temple, and set an example for those that He's given us. Okay. So let me figure out how to delete these. Go back. Here we go. All right. So let's go on from motive to step 2. Now that we have the right mindset, now that we're honoring God with what we do, not just doing it for ourselves, we need to figure out how actually to get in shape for summer. And so that's where step 2 comes in. And honestly, this may be the most important one if we're being real. Your daily movement and habits contribute so much. And this is undervalued in this space. If you take 5,000 steps a day and you start taking 10,000 steps a day, now you've doubled the amount of movement that you do during the day. If you already take 10K and you move it up to 15K, now you've added another 50% to what you're doing. And so what's awesome about this is that this creates a huge amount of energy expenditure, meaning that you get rid of calories that you eat while you may not be eating that much more. So if I spend more calories, but I eat the same, then now I've spent more energy, but I've spent the same, or I've taken in the same. What that means is that our daily movements and our habits can really greatly contribute to our fat loss. And so this looks like, oh goodness, I'm trying to use the shortcuts, but my computer doesn't want to work. So for steps, add about 5K to your average. And what this is going to do is add a ton of extra energy that you spend. I just did this. You remember that 6-month transformation? I really focused on this one, and that gave me probably the biggest boost in change here. Another great one that a lot of people don't talk about is mow the lawn. Even if you don't have a big lawn, if you mow it, you're going to get more steps. You're going to move. It's a little bit different than just walking because now you're pushing something. So there's some extra, energy being spent there. Walk to the mailbox. A lot of people live in more rural areas, and if that's you, and maybe you gotta take the car to it, or maybe you stop on the way into your house at the mailbox in your car, take the extra 20 steps. Another advice that I have for you is stairs. Take the stairs instead of the elevator if possible. If there's somewhere close, then just walk to close places. So like maybe you live just a block away from a gas station, go walk to it instead of driving to it. Just little tiny hacks here and there. You're probably already thinking about some things that you may do. Instead of calling somebody across the house, go walk to somebody across the house. Little tiny things like this all add up. It's kind of like if I gave you $1 every day, it would only take you 100 days to get to $100. But if I increase that to 5 days, it would only take you, or $5 a day, it would only take you 20 days to get to $100. All you want to do is go from 1 to 5. All you want to do is just add little pieces over and over so that you can really shorten the time that it takes to get from where you are to being in shape for summer. Okay, let's get rid of this. Oops. Okay, let's move on to number 3, our workout plan. What we are going to do is very simple. 3-day full body workout plan. And here's how you're going to structure it. 1 to 2 exercises per body part. Okay, so like this might be your chest, your quads, maybe your biceps. Okay, so 1 to 2 exercises per body part. And we're going to do 1 to 2, 1 to 2 sets per exercise. Then we're going to do this 3 times per week. So 3-day full body, very simple. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to pick all the body parts that you want to grow. Okay, let's make a little sample one over here. Okay, so suppose you want to grow your chest. We're going to do 2 sets of bench. Suppose you want to grow your legs. What we're going to do is 2 quads. Let's do the front. 2 leg extensions. And then our hands. 2 hand curls or leg curls. Maybe you want big guns. You want really big, massive shoulders, big arms. Let's do shoulders first. And we're going to do 2 shoulder presses. Thighs, 2 bicep curls. Tries, 2 tricep. Push downs. Okay, that's it. Like literally you just go through and you pick everything that you want to do. And then let's go through the very end of this. And if it looks like it's going to be a ton to do, so let's say we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 12 sets. And we're hitting most of the muscle groups, maybe not all of them. We're not hitting our glutes very well or our lower back or our back at all, actually. What we're going to do is maybe go through and tweak a couple things. So instead of doing this, we're just going to do 1. Instead of doing this, we'll just do 1. Shoulders, let's keep that high. And hams, maybe you already have really good hams. Let's just do 1 there. So now we went from 12 to 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sets. So now we have 3 more sets that we could throw into back. So let's do rows for 2 and chin-ups. Let's do that for 1. Let's just say. Okay, now we're back up at 12, and that should be a good number of sets. Anywhere from 10 to 12 is going to be the upper limit of sets in the workout that you're going to want to do. Literally, what you could do is just this exact workout, and you do it 3 times a week, and you are going to grow, you are going to build muscle, and you are going to absolutely get stronger in the process. Here's how you know if it's working. Are you getting stronger or not? If week after week after week for the next 4, 6, 8 weeks, you are getting stronger, you are building muscle. And here's the cool part. When you add that to the movement that you're already adding to your day from step 1, now you're burning even more calories because muscle takes up more calories than the same pound of fat. So if you're burning fat and replacing it with muscle, your weight may be same, but you're burning more calories during the day. So it actually makes it easier for you to lose fat in the future. It's like this flywheel effect, kind of hard to get going, but once it does, it's hard to stop. It's a good thing. It's a snowball effect. Okay. Let's move on to our next section though. So we've had step 1, the right mindset. Step 2 is the daily movements that we're doing. Step 3 is our workout. And step 4, apparently I have balloons, is our nutrition plan. Okay, it's going to be very, very simple. Multiply your weight by 10, and that equals calories for the day, calories. So if you're 200 pounds, equals 2,000 calories per day. And that's it. That is the very first step. Then what you're going to want to do is multiply weight by 0.8, and that equals grams of protein. So let's do the math real quick. 160 grams for 200 guy. Okay, so if you weigh 200 pounds and then you multiply that by 0.08, then you're going to have 160 grams per day, and that's how many you just need to eat. If you do these 2 steps, then you are going to put on muscle and maintain the muscle that you've already built, as well as cut down fat. Now, this may not be moving as fast as you want it to. In that case, just decrease your calories by 100 or 200 or 300 every day. And over time, a week or two later, you're going to see that you're cutting down faster. But my guess is if you followed step 2 and 3, then you may be keeping your weight the same, but you're going to start looking a lot different. And what's interesting is that this plan actually, I it helped me to get in much better shape. Let me just show you. Okay, I am about the same weight here as I am here. These are both 180-ish pounds, but there's no definition here, and there is here. Why do you think that is? Because I built more muscle here. And I did not have as much muscle here, but I had more fat to make up for the difference. So what happens is your muscle goes up and your fat goes down, but the weight stays the same. And that's what we're after. It's not about the weight. So if you're using this, just keep in mind, it's not about the weight. It is about the look. Okay. Remember, we're trying to get in shape for summer. The look does matter. If you're not looking any different, then you're not making progress. And if you're not making progress, then you're not getting closer to the goal of stewarding your body well, is it? So we should still care about how we look. It still should be a beautiful temple. When people do see us, they should think, man, he looks strong. You should be an imposing threat for somebody who wants to threaten your family. They should look at you and think, man, I don't want to mess with him. So the look does matter, but it's not primarily about the look. It's more about stewarding your body. However, it is an amazing way to tell if you're making progress. If your clothes fit differently, then you're starting to make progress. If your shirts that used to be tight are not tight anymore, then that's probably because you're losing fat, building muscle, even if your weight is the same on the scale. And then my favorite way is when your wife notices. You will notice that the more weight you drop off, more fat, that you drop, then oftentimes the more handsy she gets. She starts to compliment you more. She starts to notice these things. And if your wife notices, if your kids notice it, and even if other people notice it, then that's just a good thing to have. It's a good feeling to experience that you're working hard for something and you're seeing the results of it. So when you use the plan, remember, it's not about the weight. It is about the look. It is about how your clothes fit differently. It is about how your wife and others notice. And this is not for attention. It's not about how the attention flows. It's about how you're making progress. And the reason we're making progress is so that we can honor God in our physical bodies. And oh goodness, there's a thumbnail attempt. We can honor God in our physical bodies, and we can make the progress towards the kind of man that we want to be while setting a deadline for this summer. So I hope that this helped you. And if you are the kind of man who wants to get in shape, but you're just really honestly not sure where to start, then I've helped dozens of guys to do exactly what you're trying to do, whether that's get bigger and stronger or to lean down and to also get stronger in the process, build more muscle and not be as fat. I've helped dozens of guys to do that, and I would love to help you too. So go to my Instagram and DM me the word summer, and I'd be happy to have a conversation with you, show you how that would look to work with me as a coach. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Honor God and stay strong.